Sit in a comfortable but attentive posture, allowing your back to be straight but not rigid or stiff. Feel your head balanced on your shoulders, allowing your face and jaw to relax with arms and hands resting in a comfortable position. Be attentive to what's happening within your own awareness, right here and right now, without judgment. As you sit, begin to notice the sensations of breath. Notice for a moment how your abdomen moves on each in-breath and each out-breath. Notice the movement of air through your nose and the slight movement of your chest and shoulders. Find the spot in your body where the sensation of breathing is most vivid. It may be your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, or perhaps the movement of air through your nose. Bringing all of your awareness and attention to that spot. As you breathe in, be aware of the in-breath, bringing all of your attention to the sensation of inhaling. As you breathe out, be aware of the out-breath, bringing all of your attention and awareness to the sensations of exhaling. Simply observe the breath going in and the breath going out. You may notice your attention shifting away from the breath from time to time. It's perfectly normal for thoughts to wander into fantasies, memories, worries, or things you need to do. When you notice your mind has wandered, try and meet it with a spirit of friendliness. You don't need to do anything about your thoughts or about your mind wandering. There's nothing to fix. Rather than forcing it, try to allow yourself to become curious about what it's like to be breathing right now. And you'll find that the attention is naturally drawn back to the physical sensations of breath as it moves through your body. And again, if your mind wanders off, just gently bring your attention back, noticing all of the sensations of breathing. After building a foundation of calm attention to the breath, you may wish to expand your attention to include the experience of the senses. You may start by noticing if there's any sounds, bringing your attention to all of the sounds around you. Trying not to fixate on any one sound, and just allowing yourself to listen and notice, are there any sounds? And noticing if there's any sights, even from behind closed eyes. Are there any sights that you see? Are there any smells? Pleasant, unpleasant, subtle or strong. Noticing if there's any smells. Are there any tastes? Notice anything you might taste right now. Are there any physical sensations? And are there any emotions that are arising right now? Allow each sensation to arise naturally. Stay with them gently and let them go as they pass. There's no need to chase them, to pursue them, or fixate on them. Notice how they change. If at any point you find yourself being carried away by a particular experience, or you find yourself lost in thought, try and bring your attention back to the breath, and then gently return to focusing on the rising and falling of sensations. As you pay attention to these changing sensations, try and notice the feeling tone of each experience. Are the sensations pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? It's important to become aware of the underlying moment-to-moment energy and attitude of the mind. We often become used to running with our thoughts, being led by thinking, being dominated by our ideas and views. In this practice, we try and attain a more fundamental experience of mind, to become aware, without judgment, of the attitudes and tendencies that generate and condition these thoughts. We perhaps begin to sense that many of our thoughts are not so personal, that they are just happening without our involvement. Start to notice what is happening in the mind right now. Is desire present? Are wanting, hoping, or longing present? How does the mind feel when it has this attitude? Is anger present? Is there irritation, fear, or impatience? How does the mind feel when it has this attitude? Is there distraction, confusion? How does this feel in the mind? Notice if the mind feels spacious. Notice if it feels contracted. Allowing your mind to be as open and relaxed as possible, notice how particular thoughts arise in the mind. Allow these thoughts to occur naturally, without judgment. A memory may arise, or perhaps a judgment, or a plan. Simply notice each thought as it arises, and then let it go. Try not to engage with the content of the thoughts. Try not to be drawn into trains of memories, reasons, or explanations. Simply notice. Notice how much of the process takes place without your involvement. Notice how the mind has its own momentum, its own process, how thoughts themselves generate new and changing thoughts. Observe thinking happening. As this meditation comes to an end, recognize that you spent this time intentionally aware of your moment-to-moment experience, building the capacity for opening the senses to the vividness, to the change, to the vitality of the present moment, expanding your skill to be curious about and open to whatever presents itself without judgment. Then, whenever you're ready, allow your eyes to open and gently bring your attention back to the space you're in.